everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? This is Saturday morning. I hope that I get this up before we leave to go to my daughter's house. So that's the plan. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're new, thanks for showing up and stumbling upon us. I really appreciate it. If you're an old friend and you keep coming back, I really appreciate that even more, or maybe just as much. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the thummies. Always hit the thummies for everybody there. YouTube likes that. Make a comment, share the video. I appreciate that very much. I always forget to say that stuff at the beginning of the video, and I'm trying really hard to remember to do that. My channel was set up as a crochet channel, but I am learning to knit, so we show some knitting. And my husband and I travel in our RV that we're currently living in, so I do make travel videos on occasion. And yes, I still owe one. I've been spending my time looking for a house and crocheting and not making the travel video, so I'm sorry about that. I'll get to it. The house hunting isn't going very well. That's okay. If we don't find one here in Ohio, which is home, then we're going to buy one in the south in the fall. Well, winter when we get down there. So that's the plan. We miss having a home base, and it was so good to arrive back home to Ohio and feel like you're home, feel like you're with family, be with family. It's like we just have to buy in Ohio and be with our kids. But honestly, the housing prices here are more expensive than what we can buy in the South, in Florida or Mississippi. So we're kind of really considering that too. We'll end up wherever God puts us, I think. I think that's going to be the end of it. So what have I been working on? Well, let's start with knitting. I am working on this project, and it is a crochet along, or I'm sorry, a knit along that I'm doing with Lynanne from Nina's Knots Crochet. If you don't know her, she's wonderful. And any of the people that I talk about in the video, if you don't know them, go check them out. They should be listed in my description box below. So we started this, let's learn how to knit. I was doing a knit 10 minutes a day just for practice. And I started my Sisterhood of the Traveling scarf, purple scarf. And that scarf, I was using scraps. And it's, just a scarf. It's like 30 stitches. And I knit a row and purl a row, knit a row, purl a row, so I get the V's and the bumps. The V's on one side, the bumps on the back side. I think that is called stockinette. When I got done with all of my purple scraps, I started begging purple scraps from my friends that I see along the way, and they gave me a bunch of purple scraps. Then I decided, how fun would it be? Well, one of my subscribers said it's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Purple Scarf, because as I travel I get more scraps. I'm like, that's fabulous. I love it. It's getting long, and now I'm begging scraps from everybody while I'm here in Ohio and I can get my mail. My P.O. box is listed in the description box below, just like golf ball size, nothing huge, just a scrap. Send me a scrap if you have one. And I will add it with your name on a little card on my purple Sisterhood of the Traveling Purple Scarf. For that project, I am using regular straight knitting needles. Let me show. No, I can't reach it. So that project is fine, and I enjoy it very much. The project so after I started that purple scarf thing, Lynanne decided she was going to join in. She can learn to knit 10 minutes a day. And she's been knitting and purling. And then we decided to do crochet along. And this is the oh goodness, it's by Fiber Flux. It's listed in the description box. I can't remember if it's I want to knit a shawl. No, it's the fall shawl. Fall shawl by Fiberflux. And I'm using 4mm knitting needles with these cute little mushrooms on them that I got at the Wool Market. It's a local yarn store in the Louisiana, Mississippi border area. And I'm using these hooks. I got these from Michael's several years ago. They were clearing them out. They're interchangeable with the cord. I started my Sisterhood of Traveling Purple scarf with a set of these 6mm size, and where the metal joins the wood, because these are bamboo, came apart. That's why I'm using the straight needles now. It's my second set of straight needles because the first set I bought didn't have the big round circle on the back. It just had it was a little bit bigger, but not with the flat end on it. And my stuff was falling off the back end. So anyway, I got the straight needles. Now on this, I'm knitting last night. It comes apart. In the middle, I'm losing my stitches. I'm crying. Roy had to help me to hold on to the cable so that because I had stitches here, I had stitches here, and I had stitches falling off in the middle where they came apart. Because it's wide enough that it is, I'm not going to open it because I don't want my stuff falling off. So right where that stitch marker is, I think I might have dropped a stitch. I'm not sure. Maybe that is not a drop stitch. You know, it looks like the bar is big, but I don't see a hole. So I'm not sure. So I'm going to leave it there for a row or two and see if a hole pops up. But that stitch looks really big that I'm sticking it on. Like the bar that goes across. Oh, right there. See how big that bar is? But I don't see a hole. So I might have picked up something that was the wrong thing. I'm not sure what the heck is going on here. But I know that stitch is really large. And I don't know if I need to weave it up through, because it does go like across a bump. So maybe I weaved it up wrong, but I don't want it to unravel. So when it gets a little further, when I get a new set of knitting needles, I'm going to look more closely at it. So that's why that's there, because if it is a drop stitch, it's holding it. It's holding it in place. That's the key to it. So I cannot work on this. I did finish one row, dropped the stitches again, but I got them all before, I'm pretty sure I got them all before a crisis happened. I stuck a safety pin on them. I'm like, okay, here we go. Safety pin away. I do have a lifeline in there, so I might just pull it back to there when I get the new needles. I have ordered new needles already. And they're at my daughter-in-law's house. I had them sent there. I ordered them. They have I hope the cord is big enough. I don't know what size cord they are, and I hope that they have a 4mm in there. I'm just not really sure. They are, I ordered them from Amazon. They have the cord that doesn't have a memory, because this cord always does this wobbly thing. I'm really disappointed in these knitting needles. Like I said, I did get them from Michael's a few years ago. They were on clearance. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. They were originally $90 for the set, and they were on clearance, and I think I got them for $33. But that's very disappointing for the fact that they fall apart. And if somebody had paid $90 for them, I've used two different ones, and both of them have fallen apart at me, so that like really sucks. As I've showed you in the other videos, I am using my yarn is from the Wool Market. This is cake number 3, and this is cake number 2. So I have a lot of yarn to put in this. I need needles. This also came from the Wool Market. I need needles that are gonna stand up to not falling apart from the heat of my hand or whatever they fell apart for. So that's really sad. But we're going to my daughter's. I think we're spending the night. I am taking this because I'm going to go to my daughter-in-law's and get my other set of knitting needles. I also worked on and finished my 4th. Oops. That's all the knitting I did. I did not knit on my purple scarf because I needed to catch up on the knitting. I hadn't knitted for a couple days, so I was going to spend some time knitting after I finished the 4th on my poncho. I love the squares, and it is going to be a poncho, not a blanket. Everyone says I should make it into a poncho, so I'm going to. I did finish the 4th square, and next I'm going to be, this is all Red Heart Super Saver Retro. It did take 1 skein per square. Literally, I have like maybe 5 yards out of 4 squares. 5 yards of material of yarn left. I have enough yarn, don't get me wrong. I have, I think, 5 more skeins of this color, but I'm going to join them with Crafter's Secret in the color Splash. So you can put that together. And something's on my hair. There we go. So here we go. So this is the, and you know, it kind of goes with that, but it'll stand out a little bit. It'll stand out a little bit, and it'll match really well, I think. I don't know what the join is. There is a tutorial. It is listed in the description box. When I have to listen to the tutorial to know how to put them together, like what they, I know 2 of the squares go like this, and 2 of the squares are triangular and attached, but I don't know how she attaches. I haven't watched that part of the video yet. And then you use a Jacob's ladder as the border. So then I can make it as long or short as I want it to be. And I guess you go around the collar, I would think. I really didn't pay attention. But all that's going to be done in the Splash. Then if I decide to put, which I probably won't, but if I decide to put fringe, then I will do that in this color. But I don't think I will, just because I don't want it around my hands. I don't think I want the fringe around my hands. So that's how that's going to go. I don't know how long of a border it's going to be, because I haven't, once I get the squares put together, then I'll know how long it's like how high up and how long down my sleeve, if I have the point or the side. You know, I don't want it covering up all my fingers, but I want it to be long enough to, like, if I wear it this way, I want it to be at least down to my hand. So that'll all be determined as I make it. That's the thing about when you're making something for yourself, you can customize the size. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will be working on this. What crochet time I have will be on this. I finished the Luck of the Draw, so let me show you. Let me show you that. Oh, the Crafter's Secret yarn is a 4-weight. It's 16 ounces, 810 yards, which is 454 grams and 740 meters. 100% acrylic. I am using my Clover 6mm hook. It's my go-to. I tend to use that the most. and I'm loving it. And I am going to make another one. It takes me probably up to 2 hours to make, leisurely knitting, maybe an hour and a half to make the square. I have that wrap that I did, that I wanted to do with the sleeves, the sweater wrap or whatever they call it, that I just didn't like, that I made out of the Crafter's Secret, or out of the Caron cotton cakes. I'm going to rip that out and make another poncho. I like the poncho. I like the style of it. So I'll have one that's real bright and the other one will be real muted. So that'll be a nice contrast. Options. Options are always good. So then I finished, and it's living in this is my ball sack bag from Trisha, Mama Swift. And I finished it. It is the proper length. I might have made it a little bit wider. It's a stretchy stitch though. So the stitch is from a Crochet World magazine, April 2022. It was the Fading Rainbow Lapgan. I just used the stitch pattern from it, which is pretty much just make X's. The first side, you start though with, it kind of starts like the Sweet Marshmallow Kisses blanket, where you make, I don't know, double crochet, treble crochet, I don't remember, and then you go back into the stitch to make your chain. It's not to make your starting row. It's not a chain. You don't chain 45 or whatever. You'd have to read you'd have to follow the pattern, because I don't remember how it goes. But we started here. Luck of the draw is generally 10 weeks. Mine, I'm so out of center here. I'm sitting at the edge so I could reach things better. Mine I did 8 weeks. It's supposed to be 10 weeks, but it's long enough at 8 weeks. And I use 2 colors every week because I wanted to get all the colors in. So the navy is Pound of Love. Maybe I'll just show you the bags of yarn, but they're just scrap skeins. They were the right color. I know the cream and the green are the Red Heart Classic one Classic Value that they sold at Dollar Tree for $5. The lavender is loops and threads. And I think all the others are Red Heart Super Saver, or they are from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. So it started with I have several different colors of orange. So I have orange, cream. Oh, this might be Varsity Yellow. Yeah, that's a big twist. Lavender loops and threads, another rusty orange, the Dollar Tree yarn. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a Caron 1 pound. These are Dollar Tree or Super Saver. Back to the lavender, the green. And so funny is I mixed up my color numbers so that I would not have like a repeat pattern to be the same after the first 5 weeks. We had used every color, and so then I re-changed the color numbers. My first original set of 1 through 5 I left alone. In the second set I mixed up the numbers. Well, here's so funny. This is the beginning. I've got this dark orange, the cream, and the gold. The last 3 weeks, the last 3 colors, I should say, not the same. It's very similar though. It's like a shade darker to a shade lighter, the cream and the gold. Oh, then these two colors went different. But I'm like, I really mixed them up so that that wouldn't be the case. They would be more random, but they're not more random at the beginning and end, which kind of is nice because when it's over my, like across my back, there's like the rainbow thing, but down my sleeves, it looks, or down my arms, they look like they're the same. But it turned out really nice. Let me see if I can get it on without knocking everything down. And it's just like a big, just to cover the tops of my shoulders or my back, and then down my arms. I wanted it long enough to cover so I could wrap my hands in it. Like if we're sitting at a campfire, or if there's a breeze blowing in through the windows in the camper, I can cover my arms and shoulders, like if I'm wearing a t-shirt like now. So it is long enough to do that and wrap around me a little bit, which is just what I wanted, and it's perfect, and I love it, and it's done. So that's awesome. Now I don't know what to do with the scraps from all of this yarn, because like the cream and the green are big balls. The pink is a big ball. I used it to make the axolotl. I think I'm going to make a couple more of these. Not today. She won't get them tomorrow when I see her. But I made the pink because I had this yarn handy. But purple and blue are her favorite colors, so I should make one in those colors, I think, because it's a quick make. And she would like having multiple ones, I'm pretty sure. And her axolotl is like yellow, I think, like a yellowish kind of body with like a pink tint to the legs, which is another reason that I chose the pink, because hers had a pink tint to the legs. So maybe I should make one in that. And I have scraps in those colors right from this. So I might just whip up a couple more to give to her another time. We'll see what happens. But that's all I have for you guys. I think that's a lot. I hope that I can get my knitting needles, because I don't know where there's another place I can buy them quick and easy, or near anywhere that I'm going to be, since Joann's closed. There was a Joann's right next to my daughter's house, like literally 2 blocks away. But, you know, they're no longer, so that's an empty storefront now. And I can't just keep knitting if I don't have knitting needles. That's a problem. Well, that is really and truly all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and again, for subscribing if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you coming back and hitting the thumbs up and the like and all of that thing, making a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.